Humanomics scientist. I'm making this video from Jerusalem. I'm an American citizen. I live here for 22 years, and this is basically a sales pitch. I own the underlying patentable technology, intellectual property, patentable technology, the portfolio of intellectual property for Humanomics in general, which is the new East-West convergence model for the post-collapse of the local reality globally. And it's two paradigms: the central organizing principle, which is the new cognitive behavioral science first principle, receive and give. Receiving what? Receiving the authentic you, to give the authentic you to your spouse, your children, your family, and the community. And the new economic paradigm, the integration of labor, which replaces the division of labor. The latter is what I am offering for sale. The Humanomics is a trilogy that will go into publication in the next year to 18 months with a few hundred graphics and on the web. And it's a trilogy. Having said that, let's talk about the integration of labor. Basically, the service mark is valued at around 50 billion market cap. It is the descriptive model in all of the enabling technology submodels for the development, implementation, acculturation of the new economic paradigm, the integration of labor, as world-class global technological infrastructure. In the case of the U.S., it will require about a $5 trillion investment to make America the most competitive economy in the world once again and lead the G9 for the next century and beyond. It'll take America from a 14 trillion gross domestic product to a 45 to 50 trillion output. It'll transform reverse the decline of the dollar, transform it, increasing it, doubling it, tripling it in the first decade, decade and a half. It will eliminate the national deficit, the trade deficit, and the Social Security deficit. It'll provide surpluses sufficient to provide for and fund comprehensive national insurance from cradle to grave, free for every American, and provide education from kindergarten through college, free for every American. It's a win-win situation. Okay, so this is what's for sale. To develop, implement, and acculturate this model in America, in the EU, anywhere in the world. In India and China, you need this intellectual property. You need this. You need to license the model of the new economic paradigm, which is the integration of labor. So let me talk a bit about it and what it is, and so on and so forth. The new economic paradigm is it identifies information in classical terms as the new agent of transformation, and that its particular model has four sub-models which are called enabling technologies, and they are macro models, and they are the new network services. And what that means is what phone companies define as network services. It is transformationally something far beyond that, integrating a number of modalities of terrestrial communication, including mobile. Systems integration, the new systems integration, what IBM calls systems integration, the sub-enabling technology model of the new economic paradigm is significant beyond that in terms of competence, capacity, complexity, and efficacy, and efficiency. Then there is natural intelligence is the third, far beyond what is artificial intelligence, and having very little to do with that technology, and a complex interlocutory network of matrix translators, topologically driven by a universal epistemologic structure that gives you all of the sub-modeling amplification effects and their variant drivers at all of the operational functional levels of user needs. The last is sustainable human development, and it's light years beyond what the UN calls SHD. So human development is the fourth technology, and just as one example, the human development enabling technology model is based upon Humanomics, a central organizing principle which is receive to give, and within receive to give, its primary sub model, enabling technology model within the generality of sustainable human development is identity resolution, which provides for the ascent of man from behavioral man to cognitive man through this process, which is the process from paradox to delimited dichotomy that affects identity resolution. Okay, so the ethics of knowledge within this entire integral construct of enabling technologies is focused on an integral and a differential calculus of information science, which is based upon the ethics of knowledge, whose central principle is, quote, truth is the information that never changes, in finality parenthetically, changing parenthetically, and intentionally close parens, end quote. So that's its central organizing principle of the ethics of knowledge. Now, when we consider this and its meaning, it's very simple. What we're talking about is that you have absolute truth and you have relative truth, or you have, if you're religious, you would say God's truth and man's truth. Or if you want to be scientific, you can say a priori and a posteriori, that which comes before the Big Bang, which was the consciousness of the non-local reality that cosmically exists, which is also a manifestation of the creator of the cosmos, meaning the God of the cosmos knew before the Big Bang what would be the result of the Big Bang. So that's the meaning of truth is the information that never changes in finality. When the cosmos is no more in finality, we will understand that God knew even that. Before he created it, he knew its end. Okay, of course we see it's going to have an end too, because the cosmos is expanding and moving away at a pretty fast rate too. Okay, so whether a posteriori or whether a priori or a posteriori, this is the meaning of the central organizing principle of the ethics of knowledge. Okay, so the integration of labor is a very complex, sophisticated technology, science, social science, and its derivative enabling technology models. It's for sale. The price is, it's a bargain, folks. It's 50. It's 50. It was estimated by Warren Buffett to be worth between a market cap of 50 billion to 200 billion. It's for sale for $1 billion to a qualified buyer, and because I'm running short of small change of late, so in any event, there are a number of ways that its purchase can be organized. I would recommend it to Google because it would position Google to be the global technologic infrastructure that the moment America awakens to develop, implement, and acculturate the new paradigm, it's going to recognize that it needs a world-class company with several 100,000 employees to be that technologic infrastructure vendor to the nation under long-term contracts, and so that would take and multiply by 10, 50, or 100 the size of Google from what it is today. Anyway, Google is just a baby just born, and IBM is a dinosaur. Okay, and where they meet in the middle, I don't know. Okay, thank you for listening. I'm Yoshua Yaakov. It's for sale. It's $1 billion. It's a bargain. Worth between 50 and 200. So come on, folks. Run down and bring your credit card. Thanks a lot. Pleasure. And I'm Yoshua Yaakov.